internet problem with your modem, speaking to these people is like you're wasting your time sometimes. The, the aggravation you have to go through just to try to get a good stream, upload stream. Yeah. How many days? Let me see. Since last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 6 days. Yeah. I've never done this before. 6 days. But whenever you have life activities to take care of, you have to take care of it. I told you, YouTube is not paying my bills. YouTube is just for freestyling my free time. But sometimes when you use up so much energy outside of YouTube to accomplish your goals, you get drained. Yes, you get drained. It was difficult for me to really come on YouTube again, but I have to play that music in the background to help me get where I have to go. I cannot play I want money because it's already 4 o'clock. So I have to find something else to get me going. I have to try to make sure my software is running properly. Last week, Wednesday morning, within 6 minutes, I made $186. But because I was rushing and because I had internet problem, I recorded everything backwards. Yes, just imagine my think or swim. Everything was recorded backwards or streaming backwards. And I said, no, I cannot show this. Yeah, I made the money in 6 minutes, but I was disappointed because of stupid internet providers. After so many years using this company, more than 26 years. Yes, I never encountered this problem, but I told you, life ain't perfect. It's like when I keep telling you people about going to work. Sometimes you just don't feel like going to work, but you have to go to work to make some money. Who's gonna feed you? Who's gonna put money in your pocket? I see people worried about YouTube watch hours. Listen, I see people crying about YouTube take away the channel. Hey, I told you people, as long as you have to be working for someone, you are a slave. They're the ones who decide if you eat. Yes. So why are you going to come on YouTube and have all these channels, and as soon as YouTube take away your channel, you start to cry? You know why you cry? Because you face the reality in which you should have started your own side hustle apart from YouTube. Hear that bell? See, you have to start a side hustle. You cannot rely on YouTube. Yes, last week, Friday, from 7 p.m. until 5:45 the next morning, I was able to sit down with no internet. This is the reason I didn't feel like coming on YouTube. With what? There's no connection. Just imagine your power cut. Your house has no power. We rely too much on this internet for everything. We keep spending our time with this electricity. What what would happen if 1 week you have a blackout, no power? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? For all you talk about online banking, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? For all you people with, oh, I forget to make a video for you guys because I was busy. No, don't keep saying that. Life is not perfect. And this is why I have to go into my saying again. Today is just like any other day. We live today, we cry tomorrow. All this thing is life. Yes, I keep saying it. It's the reality of life. Life is not perfect. I have to try to get myself pumped up by saying something. How can I stay off YouTube for 7 days? In which this is like my excitement too. The stock market. You know what? Hopefully tomorrow morning, 9:30, I will be around. So let me put my, what should I do this? Put it like this. Okay, let me I had everything set up the right way. Everything was last week, Wednesday morning, came on around 9:20. Start trading, was showing how this thing here, volume profile works. Yeah, like as soon as I made the money, I realized internet was bad, so I had to disconnect everything. I had to take it down to the location. I swapped the modem for another one, and guess what happened? It's one of those cheap brand. Yes, UBE is cheap. It overeats, and these people talk about just scan the code and follow the instruction. Yeah, easier said than done. Remember, I know how to hook up these things. I know what's involved. When these people keep saying, "Oh, restart," plug out the wire, restart it. You know what I do? I don't do it. I just pretend as if I'm doing it. Say, "Yeah, I'm finished. Go ahead." Because these dummies, what they do, they sit down, they read from a script, and they're telling you what to do. Worst of all, whenever whenever you call the internet service provider, you have to be speaking with a damn dummy computer, artificial intelligence, because of you people causing it. You people is the one causing this artificial intelligence, because when you get these customer service jobs, you get so offended when people are stressed out and they want to express themselves. Why these customer service people want to get angry with the customer for what? If you're doing customer service for so many years and you cannot find a way how to deal with the public, get off. We don't need you. Yes, the customer is the one paying the bills. Just look at these customer service and say, excuse me, please don't get offended while I'm expressing how I feel at this moment. Because if I could fix the service, I would not need to call you. I would not need to speak to you. That is one of the worst things, to be speaking to humans when they don't want to listen. Imagine, I'm the one who attached all the power cables to the Ethernet, the cable. I did everything myself. There's power to the modem. And guess what? The technician from the outside, no, well, from a different location, she gonna tell me my modem is not plugged in. I say, hello, are you at my house? Are you right here with me? Okay, well, shut up. You're not here. I'm telling you the modem is on. The light is there. I plugged it in. I know what I'm doing. I keep telling you, listen, I've been with this company for 26 years, older than many of you customer service. I could tell by her voice that she's young. She's just following a script. I said, guess what? You're not going to tell me there's no power to my modem. There's power to it. You're from a different location. You're trying to make it seem like you can read what's going on. You know, this is why people lose their life, because they don't listen. It's the same thing with the cops. When the cops pull you over, they don't listen either. They use their ego. Oh, I'm the law. The law said this, the law said that. No, the law can be wrongly used. I told you, man. Imagine 5 hours with internet service provider trying to activate the modem. There was a time back in the days. This is how I used to do it. I get the modem from the internet service provider. I would buy myself a ASUS router. You know that, that's not that's not what these internet service providers use. They use some cheap ass devices. So back in the days, I used to get the modem from the cable company, hook up my router, and then set it up so I can plug it in wired or wireless. I put in my SSID. I'm not like with these people that, oh, they give me a modem. No, I have a SSID I use. So for every device that comes into my house, I know the SSID, I know the password. So whenever you get a new modem from the internet service provider, if you have a SSID and a password, change their settings. Yes, if you want to change their settings, nowadays they have a little apps. That's what I had to do. I tried to get into the router from the internet. It wouldn't work. So what I had to do, I had to um, I had to use my laptop, and then I would turn off the power or the wireless settings for the modem. Then I would use command prompt CMD command prompt type ipconfig. After I type in ipconfig, I would look at the gateway. Usually the gateway is 192.168.1.1 or 192.168.0.1. And then you could look on the device. Underneath, there's a SSID, there's a password to enter the device. Once I got in, I was looking at the setting, but you know, the way all the modem is so cheap, there's less settings. If it's a ASUS router, ASUS, yeah, the best. Good company, Gigabyte, MSI. You know, these are companies that makes motherboard and different products. Altis is the name of the modem I had to change. Let me feel it right now. Yes, it's a little bit warm, but it's normal operational temperature. Not like that UBEE cheap ass piece of shit. I told you, you're spending all this money for service, and they have these cheap devices hooked up, and if your internet is not working properly, many a time it is the nodes, NODE outside, that need to be fixed properly. I keep doing um, speed tests. Speed tests indicate the upload and the download speed. Don't let these people um, don't let these people have you ring around the store. Okay, sir, try this, try that, try this. No, once you restart the modem, if it doesn't start, there's something that needs to be adjusted on the internet service provider network. If that, you know how frustrated it is to, to be speaking to these customer service. You know what I had to tell them when that female was saying, "Oh, so your modem is not plugged in," and then she wanted to act as if she wanted to get angry with me. I said, "Listen, man, are you going to get angry with me?" I said, "It's not plugged in. As a matter of fact, you people are hypocrites. You always hear me talk about, yes, you people cannot see God. You cannot see God. Show me God. You cannot show me God, but you believe, right? You believe there's a God. God said this and God said that, and you believe. I'm a human being, and I sit at my desk looking at my modem, white light, plugged in, and this female did not want to listen to a human being speaking. So this is why when I say these church goers are hypocrites, all these religious people are hypocrites. And this is how I tell it as it is. Everything is important until you're lying on your bed sick. Yes, when you're sick, you want someone to help you. I keep saying these things, but sometimes people take it for a joke. It's not a joke. I know what I'm saying with these sayings. You spend money for a service. If you do not pay your bills, they're going to come and disconnect your service. Ask them for a credit. Yes. You know how much money these companies make? Why you think I keep telling you people to invest your money with the stock market? You have to do it. You cannot rely on YouTube for everything. Oh, I make X amount of money on YouTube. But as soon as YouTube shuts you down, you cry because you think about how sweet that money was. Just imagine you could have bought some stocks ETF. Don't listen to those other people about growth stocks and no. ETF. You buy enough, you buy enough ETF. When you have at least $20,000 in that ETF, if you want to buy growth stocks, you could do it. If you want to have a special dividend portfolio, you could do it. If you want to have a high yield account, yes, you could do it. But don't just jump into the stock market and say, oh, I just want to make money. Learn the basics. Many a time I have to look at this customer service and say, what if I was an older person who don't know nothing about computer? You telling me to unplug my modem? And this is how far these dummies went. Sir, disconnect the cable from the modem and get a piece of emery paper and clean the contact. Listen to me, people. You don't need to do that. I told them, did that, done it. What if I mean, when they speak as if people are knowledgeable how to disconnect a modem. What if I did not know nothing about how to hook up a modem, how to know when um, it's functional? Yeah. Yeah. What if I didn't know? They're lazy. They don't want to send technician to do the right job. They want to try to overcharge you for, oh, sir, we could get somebody to come to your. No, you don't need to send someone to come to my place inside because you want to charge me. No, it's been working for 26 years. I'm the one who been setting up my network. I use a switch. I use routers. I got laptop. You know, I do these different things. Now I'm just chilling. But don't tell me when you go to these service internet service providers office and they and exchange it for a better router, which is DOS DOSIS, something like that. 3.1 is the latest. You bring it home and you hook it up. It's supposed to work, but guess what? It doesn't work. Have you ever noticed? You see these guys outside and they're hooking up wires on the street. They're sloppy. Nobody care about doing the job the right way. They just want the money. They just want the money. I tell you, when I couldn't use my internet, um, yeah, I think it was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday evening. No, Thursday or Wednesday from 7 p.m. internet inside of my stomach was so tight. It's like you want to press the nuclear bomb to blow everybody up. I couldn't watch anything. I had to go back to many years ago before computer or the internet was available for people to use. How many people remember those days? You sit in your bed, the only thing you could listen to is your radio or watch one and two public public channels. Yeah, imagine. I'm so active doing things, but you know what? Sometimes it's good. It let us human to appreciate things before the internet. I tell you people, make sure you have yourself a flashlight, okay? Make sure you have extra water. Nowadays, you people don't want to drink from the pipe. I don't buy water, I drink from the pipe. Tastes good. I don't know where you people live, but my water tastes good. All right? Make sure you have a barrel with some food. Okay? You buy some canned food, you buy some flour, you buy some rice, you have some sugar, you have some canned foods to eat, you have some sardine, right? What if there's no electricity to cook? What are you people going to do? You have to go on the street and look for wood. You know, we live in a concrete jungle society now. So the only way you can get some wood is by cutting the trees, which is green. What are people going to do when there's a blackout? When was the last blackout? 2000 and what? 5? 2005 was the last blackout? What are your people going to do when you cannot go to the bank to withdraw money? What are you going to do when the phone cannot hook up to this withdraw your money? How many of you people walk with some extra cash? You think that Cash App is going to save you? You know how much people look at my Cash App and they never put a dime? These are the same people I see on the street. They're going to ask me, sir, there's a blackout and my phone cannot work because I cannot hook up to the network. Can you spare me $5 to go to the store to buy something? At the same time, the store has no electricity, so it's back to the days when cash was king. Yeah, you know how much energy it took me to come onto YouTube? What time is it now? 4:24. I know you people really miss me from not being here to speak the real life thing. Yeah. Have you seen what's happening around this Indiana, Colorado? I'm looking at the Colorado water. Just imagine. I'm looking at the lake. Had so much water. Where did this water go? No, everybody is concerned about the water, right? Where's this water? Yes. Nobody cares until it happened to them. This is what I told these technicians. Said, don't worry, your day will come. Don't worry, your day gonna come. You know how aggravated it is when you pay your bills on time, when you try to do the right thing, and these people have no feeling. Why you think I did that video about let them suffer? People have to suffer sometime to know the beauty of life. Yes, let them suffer. You know how beautiful it is to go to the dentist to clean your teeth? Yes. How many of you people who are so worried about YouTube sit down and watching YouTube You watch the videos, but you neglect your health. How many of you people really have medical coverage? You have it, but you don't use it. But you're worried about you want to make money on the stock market. Clean your teeth first. Learn how to do that. Go to the dentist and say, I'm here to clean my teeth. They're going to check your teeth first with an x-ray. The x-ray will show what needs to take place. But people, whenever you go to the dentist, do not listen to these people telling you you need to take out your wisdom teeth. For what? Is your wisdom teeth hurting you? Or, or, or are you going to crunch those nice chips? Yeah. Or are you going to enjoy the crushing, crushing of nuts? Right? You know, you like to buy the chicken and you crack on the bone. Yeah. I know you people like chicken. I mean, that's all you people like to eat chicken. But I eat salmon. I'm very sorry. I'm not into meat. I'm into fish, salmon, mostly salmon. How many of you people really go to the doctor to check your eyes? But you're telling me you have 20/20 vision. 20/20 vision don't mean nothing. Once you reach the age of 35, don't tell me you have perfect vision. You don't have no perfect vision. One eye is different than the other. How many of you people really have this medical um, coverage? You struggle to go to work. They give you a good benefit. They underpay you, but yet you cannot find the time to go to the dentist. You know how much people like to smoke? Yes, they smoke. Look at their teeth. Yuck! Yes, they don't take care of their oral. Yes, they don't take care of it. When I'm watching TV, I could tell you the people who smoke. Eyewitness News with, with Don Rather. Eyewitness News with Jennifer Lopez. When you look at these people's teeth, they have all this money, they have all this fancy clothing, they dye their hair just to look young, you know. And guess what they neglect? Going to a dentist. You know how much of these people want to speak into your face with the bad breath? Sometimes you gotta tell them back up, man. 3 feet. Yeah, 3 feet. You're too close. Are we making love? 3 feet. People, you need to buy some toothbrush, Colgate, mouthwash. I mean, you could use baking soda and gargle your mouth, but the taste will get to you, right? Clean your damn teeth. This is what I want to tell these customer service. Don't get offended when we speaking. We're the customer. We're the ones paying the bills. It's aggravating for us to call you. Don't take this personal, but this is business. They just want to be personal. Guess what? I'm not your husband. I'm not your family member. Talk is cheap. When we meet face to face, is that you're going to be a different person. Remember, you're human just like us. You also pay bills. They're so special. You pay bills just like us. You know how many of these people come to the hospital and I have to look at them and say, what's wrong with you? Oh, I cracked a bone and I broke my teeth, but the bone is it's stuck into my gum. Yeah, one of the beautiful things is when your teeth is so clean that people are fascinated with your teeth. Are they real? No, people. As I said, do not go to the dentist and let these people take out your wisdom teeth, coming with some story, or you don't need it. Look at them and say, do you need your legs? Would you like me to get my machete and chop your legs off? I'm here to just clean my teeth. I clean my teeth at home, but you know what? I need that refined operation of cleaning my teeth so perfect that my heart will last a little longer. People don't realize your heart, your eyes, your gum plays a very important part. How many people you see on YouTube sit down? They don't want to wear glasses. You know why they don't want to wear glasses? They're embarrassed of themselves. They want to look cute. If you want to look cute, spend the damn money and get yourself a rimless. What, rim? Yeah. Get one of those eyewear in which the wire is titanium and the only thing you're going to see is the lens when it's dark. Ordinarily, you would not realize a person is wearing eyeglasses. It is for your eyes, progressive. If you don't know progressive lens, people so ashamed of themselves. Yeah, you cannot be ashamed of yourself. You're getting older every day and be very fortunate of life. You know how sad it is yesterday watching the TV. The dad was jumping up and crying. He was looking at the ground. I know why he was doing that. Because they think life is permanent. Life is temporary. The father is married. He has a twin daughter. Guess what happened? You know what happened in Florida, right? For everybody who's talking bad about that, let's go to Florida to live. We don't want to live at no. Okay, go to Florida. Yes, Tornado City. Wait. No, no. Lightning City. You know, the mother took one of the daughters from the house to the car. On her way to the car, imagine, they're at home. The mother is taking the daughter either to the car or from the car. And the lightning went bang and killed both the mother and the daughter. The daughter is probably, what, I don't know, 2 years old, 3 years old. Very, yeah, man. The man saw his wife evaporate like that. Her life went away. Boom. His little daughter, precious daughter, boom. Now he's faced with this. Wow, what am I going to do now? You know, the sad thing about it is to look at his little daughter and tell her, Mommy is not coming back. Your, your sister is not coming back. How are you going to speak to a little youngster who know they have a daughter, no, know they have a sister, know they have a mother, and they're looking for the mother to return and the mother cannot return? That is some sad, sad, sad state. So when you hear me keep telling you people, take a look to the sky, tell me what do you see? It is the last time you will listen for the bells because it is morning time from the east, west, north, and south, and from the center where you have to transmit out your message. But you know what, the center? The lightning do strike. Lightning doesn't care if you're at the center, you're at the north, south, east, west pole. It doesn't matter if you're shelter. When it strike, it's gonna strike. Bam, bam! And you people don't want to listen, right? You're gonna worry about the YouTube money. Instead of worrying too much on this YouTube money, worry about yourself. Focus on yourself. I agree you're trying to make some money, but some of these content creators, they lie. I was watching as I told you, it's always these Nigerians. You know what I say? I lost 3 channels. YouTube took away my channel. And while this person is speaking for 5 minutes, she have some fake tears. And she cannot even tell us why they took the channel away. So she's keeping us in a circle. And as I said, she's using psychology to get us to watch her. The longer she takes to try to explain why YouTube took her channel away, the more watch time for her. Sometimes these people are very creative. Oh, I got my YouTube channel hacked. They tell you all these stories. And you try to assist them. Oh, do this, do that. And then, oh yeah, I just got back my YouTube channel. How did you get it back? Sometimes they say, oh, I don't imagine. You leave from one country to another to leave. But because YouTube was helping you to make an income, and because your channel got hacked, now you want to give up. Oh, I think I should go back to my country because I don't have no support. My account is hacked. How am I going to get money? Damn it. You could get a damn job in that same country. You could live your life same, but you know what? Sometimes these people have to suffer, man. Too much scamming is happening. Yes. Too much scamming. And this is the reason when last week, Wednesday, after making $186 in 6 minutes, and I was so happy to live stream it to show these people, only to realize this stupid internet service provider upload, download speed wasn't working. Hey, it could be worse. Sometimes you have to look at the bright side and say, you know, At least you're still living. If it if they take away your channel, what are you gonna do? At least you have your life. Why you why these people gonna cry? So if they lose the YouTube channel, they're gonna cry. So when they go to work and they get fired, they're gonna cry. They're gonna cry for everything in life. No, don't cry for everything in life. You cannot cry. Sometimes you have to suck it up. Yes, these people don't know what life is. Death is always around the corner. Live your life. You have to live your life. How many of these people in your life, they claim they're so busy? Oh, I'm so busy. I was supposed to call you, but I can't call you because I'm busy. I can't take time off from the job. How many times you hear your friends have no time for you no more? They, they make it seem like they're the only person whose time is so important. The last time I checked, we all have 24 hours in a day. How many hours do you have? Yeah, the same 24 hours. So why make it seem like you're so special? You're not special. You're not working harder than nobody else. You know when they find the time? You know when they find the time? The same person who could not travel 5 miles to meet up with you and sit and eat and spend some time together with our friendship or families and so forth. The same person who could not travel. Oh, I was supposed to travel to this country to meet my friend or my grandmother or my family member, or but I can't do it because I get caught up. I don't have no money to do it. But as soon as they hear, dearly, dearly beloved, we are here for the passing away of Tom, Dick, Harry, Jill, or Jane, who passed away. Oh gosh, they passed away. And these people now, they find the time to buy the pair of shoes, to buy the dressing, to buy the plane ticket, to buy the baggage. These are the same people now who could not find time off from work. These are the same people telling the company they have to travel to another country. I have to, I have to travel to Amsterdam. I have to travel to Mexico. I have to travel to Brazil. I have to travel to New Guinea because there's a debt and I have to be there. Be there for what? The person has the person has passed away already. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yes. Now you find the time. Now you find the money, right? What are you going to do? What are you going to say? Yes. What are these people going to say when they go to the funeral? They just go to the funeral in which they never have the time, they never have the money. They always say, I have to work, work, work. But when somebody passed away, that's the only time they want to be present to show that, oh, I have to be there as a point of being loyal, as a point of showing uh, showing acknowledgement. But what are they gonna do? That's when you hear everybody gonna give their speeches. You know what? Many of these people, they like to go to a funeral because that's the only time they can get a plate of food. How many times you hear these people say, let's go to the after party? So they go to this club, they go to another club, and they find a guy to buy them the drinks, or they find a female to spend the money too. Because life is a two-way street. It's not only the male, it's a female do the same thing. They go to the funeral because they just want the food. What is this thing about, oh, the person had a good turnout? What does that have to do with people going to a funeral? If 5 million people go to a funeral and only 10 go to a funeral, what's the difference? The person has passed away. You, the people, making a big deal out of this death. You, the people. You know what? As I keep saying, don't show up if you wasn't there for the person in the beginning. When the person wanted you to interact with, I'm not talking about no texting. You people like to talk about text. Oh, I sent her a text and she don't answer my text. I sent him a text and he doesn't answer the text. I left a telephone message and he or she does not respond to my message. How do you know the person received the message? What if the person has passed away too? The only time you know the person gets your message is when the person contact you. That is the connection. A person can read a message, but they forget to respond. All right? Oh, I didn't look at life like that. Yeah, this is how I speak to people on the phone, the customer service. I look at them and say, listen, these people, they have a Prime account, and no matter what, Amazon does not deliver your things properly. The reason why I do not want my prescription to be delivered to my home address is because these delivery persons, they don't care. They just put your stuff onto the floor or the ground, take a picture, walk away, saying that they don't have to do it. If many of you people had a bat, a baseball bat, yes, a baseball. I'm not talking a cricket, I'm talking a baseball bat, and wait for these people to deliver your package. And anyone who put your package on the ground, you take that baseball bat and give them a good slap up, pop up, slap the legs off. They will appreciate having two good legs to walk. Yeah, well, that's the same way. The person who waiting on their package would also be happy to receive their packages. All right. And this is one reason I keep saying, what if it was a blind person waiting for that Amazon package, right? They don't. They think everyone is perfect. No, disabled people are waiting for that package. And I say, listen, I prefer go to the mom and pop store to get my prescription than to let some big company telling me, sir, we're going to mail your prescription and you'll get 90 days supply. I said, nope, I don't want it. I'll walk to my pharmacy where I can get good customer service and where I can interact and get my products. I don't like waiting too much for these packages. How many people gonna do it? Get a baseball bat and wait for the next person who's gonna make a delivery to their home. Put up your hand. As a matter of fact, just just put a yes in the comment. Yes, put a yes. Or send me $1, cash app. All right. Sometimes we the consumers, or we the people who doing the right things in life, we need to go on the offensive now. This is why I was absent for like almost 6, 7 days because I wanted to come on YouTube, but my energy wasn't there. Sometimes you have to take a little break from what you're doing. Sometimes the electricity have to be taken taken away for 1 week, and no one has no electricity. And guess who's gonna be crying now? Yeah, you same people gonna cry to me, telling you about the government this and the government that. When I'm saying, yeah, guess what? When I was speaking, you didn't care. So why are you care now? Because it concerns you. It could be worse. Keep on saying that. You know, looking back at history, it is one terrible thing. I'm looking at black Americans in the United States of America. Yes, that's when you realize, looking back, I'm not talking 50 years, I'm talking way back when many blacks were the ones picking the cotton, and they are the same ones that were hanged every other day. And I look at one woman of 14 kids, one woman of 6 kids, and I'm saying, what? And they needed food. Listen, man, Black American has contributed a lot to this United States of America. Okay, many of these people, they just come to this country, but they never look back at the history of the struggle that Black Americans had to go through. And it and the, and people want to make it seem like it was only a few years ago. I'm looking at these dummies looking at the Confederate flag, and they say, yeah, it's a part of our history. What are they holding on to? They pass the hatred to the next generation, but you know what? Luckily, a few of the new generations are doing their own things. Remember, there was a time when integration, you couldn't be walking on the street with a white female, vice versa. So that shows you which race is really the one with hate. Looking at the history, how can they treat human beings like that. I told you this is not the gossip channel. I told you this is not the weed channel. This is not the sagging the pants. Because if all you people was really looking at history back in the days, the way how you carry yourself around this world, it would be different. You would have learned to appreciate your skin tone. Looking back at history, when I look at these black people, they look as if they had the last breath in them. That's how I felt last week. But in their case, it was worse. When you look at what black American has contributed to this country, and people make it seem like they don't count them no more, something is wrong, man. Yeah. When I look at these different communities that were striving at the time with these big companies, and now these big company has shut down shop and they go elsewhere. They go to outside of this country to start up shop. And guess who suffer because they say they want to go abroad and get cheaper because they don't want to pay the taxes. But guess who who get hurt? The landowners, the community suffers. And when there's no jobs, crime gonna take place. But I have a question. Who is the one pumping drugs into these communities? Remember, I told you I'm looking at history from back in the days when people were starving. I'm speaking about black America. I'm not talking about no other race right now. Because many people come to this country and they don't want to recognize the black Americans. Okay? Have you listened to how they speak? They come from different communities. And if the behavior they are displaying today, if they just go back in history, they would change their mindset and appreciate where they're coming from. But no matter how many years separate from back in the days, the mentality is still the same, as if you're waiting for someone to give you something. Where you get this mentality from? Imagine there was a time, all right, put it like this. Nowadays, I look at all these construction sites, and guess what I see? It's always a group of Spanish people or Italians people. Yes, that's all I see. Or white. I don't see no black person with a construction company building all these buildings. And I'm saying, so are you telling me black people is only for entertainment? They cannot come together and put up buildings? Why am I seeing only Spanish people putting up these buildings? And when you look, you don't see no other mixture of people on that team. Yes. But you know what? Something you cannot blame them. Because one thing I can say, I watch these Spanish people working together. I'm not talking no Dominicans. I'm talking, seem like these people are Mexicans or some other South American country. I'm not talking no damn Dominicans, man. You're lazy like what? All they want to do is chat, chat, chat. But you know what can say? When these Spanish are working, they go to work. When they take a break, they take a break. You know what I noticed with the black people? They want to do a lot of talking. They go into this construction site. They want to do a lot of talking. They want to do a lot of drinking. And they want to do a lot of smoking. Hey, remember, I'm telling you, I'm reacting. I'm telling you what I see. You not seeing what I see through my eyes. All right. So sometimes I cannot blame these groups of construction workers, only their type, and they get the job done. If it's one thing I can say, I'm not talking outside of America, I'm talking in America. This is what I've been noticing. As a matter of fact, even the Chinese, I see them working in Jamaica and they work as a team and they get the job done. I see them work in America, they get the job done. I see the black man, all he want to do is yap his fucking mouth, talk, 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 smoke some weed and drink some alcohol, and the job is not getting done. But I supposed to pay you to get the job done? Yeah, this is why back in the days when you go to construction site, it was Italians only, it was Germans only, it was the white man only, Caucasian only. You would see one and two black person on these sites, but I've never seen a crew of black tradesmen constructing buildings. I don't see that. I see all these blacks with multi-million dollars bragging about how much money they have, how much fancy car they have. Yes, I listen to one of those punks comes onto a YouTube showing how, showing how to trade, and he wants to make it seem as if he's the only black person who is knowledgeable about things. Oh well, if they're trading now, they did it after me because I was doing it. I was in the army. I was doing this. Yeah, selfish, but yet they come on YouTube and they want people to join their group. Oh, I don't think nobody could trade better than me. This is all the mindset of these people. Whenever you hear groups of men with their ego, walk away. This is why I don't hang around with guys who just yap their fucking mouth every time. No. But what I'm saying, I'm looking at history. I'm looking at Marcus Garvey. I'm looking at the Ku Klux Klan. And I'm looking at when Marcus Garvey was still bringing, Marcus Garvey was saying, you know what? The black man has to do his own thing. He said he's not against other races, but he's saying blacks for blacks. Why black people always waiting for handouts? Why? Why they can't do their own thing? As I said, look back at history. So if you want to get offended, too bad. Go and look at the videos. You don't need no one to tell you nothing. Remember, the videos does not lie. You might you don't have to listen to what the person is saying. Just watch the videos. And you see the kids struggling. Look how the people were dressed, shabby looking and so forth, right? And nowadays you have everybody walking with their fucking pants down to their fucking butt. Who want to see piece of shit males with the pants all the way to their butt, right? Remember, Kanye said black Americans had a choice. This thing about slavery is ending. When I hear other people talk about slavery ending, I was watching this guy from England came to the came to came he came to North Carolina and South Carolina, and he wanted to speak about why the Confederate flag is there and what does it mean. He wants to talk about the slavery. You know what? They're doing these things for views, but they cannot get the mindset of a black man. All right? Because the blacks were the ones who were dominating back in the days. Now you notice in labor anymore, you see Spanish doing the labor. When I saw a lady with what 8 kids, 8 kids plus herself, and I don't remember if her boyfriend or husband was there. They had to go and pick cotton. Yeah, white female, yes, white. They don't show you these things. They make it seem like it's only black people picking cotton. Yeah, she had how many kids? 8. I said, what? And they're still struggling back then. So why now, when many of these same people are receiving public assistance and they sit on their ass and they don't contribute to society or to their family, and the government asks, only thing you have to do is pay a portion of your rent to live there. They can they find all type of excuse. One thing I notice also, this is why when you look at history can help you change your mindset. Change your mind, you change your life. There was a time when the government was giving out social money to the to families, and guess who the families were? Females with kid only. Yes, females with kids. They would come to the female's house. Imagine which come first, the chicken or the hen. Can two men produce a child? Can two women produce a child? All right, see, don't get offended. But back in the days, they know that a man and a woman produce a child. So what they would do, because it is the welfare program, so the government would send agent to check these dwellings to see if there was any male living at the compound, living in the house, living under the bed, living in the closet. If they found a male there, the woman would not get any money, subsidized money, which is the welfare program. This is how bad it was back in the days. Yes, when I'm watching this history and I'm looking at black people struggling, I'm saying, wow, many of these people today would not want to be living in that era. Put up your hand. Who would want to be there? See how quick you put up your hand? Yeah. But now you're quick to jump the fence to say you want freedom in America. But as soon as you get freedom in America, you don't want to integrate with no other race. Hey, you want to too bad. This is the world we live in. They don't care about nobody else's struggle. They want to care about their struggle. How many people come from the Palestinian, from the India, from the Gaza, from from where? South America. Everybody from the Caribbean. Everybody coming to this America, and guess what they want to do? Africa, yeah. Guess what they want to do? They want to separate. That's that's one thing I hate, man. The separation. You know why this is separation? It is the mindset. It is the mindset that is causing this separation. Everyone went through a struggle, but that doesn't mean anyone is better than the other man. How many red Indians have you seen around this country? You don't see them unless the media showcase them. And the media likes to sugarcoat things. The Indians were killed because the English wanted to take over this territory. If you see someone want to take over your territory, you're going to defend it. But please stop relying on Hollywood to think that that's the way the world was. Hollywood paint a picture, brainwash your brain. Okay? So when I have to look back at the conditions how people used to be living, I look at people different because where I'm from, we are open hearted to people until we come to this damn country. It's when you come to this damn country, even though there's a little trace of classism outside of America, but in America, tell you, no matter how long I live in this country, I cannot get a justice to none of these people. Yeah, because they come with the ism schism. And this is why when you go to the job to work, there's so much ism schism on these jobs. First they try to, oh, how you doing? Yeah, where you from? Yeah. And then guess what? They smile in your face. All of they want to take your place. Backstabbers. No matter how long I live in this country, I open my heart to all these people, but all I see is separation. Right? And plus, you hear me talk about that migration, integration, separation, meditation. You heard me talk about these things. Even though I live here, it doesn't make it seem like my life is perfect. But there are conditions where I have to speak. And when you speak about things, people don't want you to speak. They don't want you to speak. The only time they want you to speak when it's for their cause. But when I watch the conditions of these black Americans, man, what the struggle they have to go through, the welfare system that make it seem like it's only black people is on welfare, get their step in. The same Jews and the same Germans, Italians, the same Spanish people, the same white. Yes, they're all the same Amish. You notice you don't hear anything much about the Amish people. Oh, these people are so educated. They're they're different. No, as long as you're breathing breath, you're humans. You're not so special to me. All right. Remember, don't be deceived by the nice fancy tie. Don't be fooled by the nice suit. Don't be don't be fooled by the nice hairstyle. well dressed. You know what behind all of that stuff? Hatred. I tell you, this is why this is called the reaction channel, because we react about anything we want to react and tell it as it is. You know, I have ways where we can fix this problem, but it would never be fixed. It will never be fixed. Let me go right here. Let me, let me put a scan. Put a scan. Yeah. When I watch history around the world and the behavior and these people who are in charge, I'm saying they are in charge, but they are not intelligent. Why would you want to be referring to a person as if they are the worst set of people on this earth? That's the way all your people treated them back in the days. And yet you want to tell me about make America great again? Right? You go to different part of this country, you're gonna see people suffering. I was watching the what do you call these people again? Um I forget what you call these people. Al Appalachian Mountain Illybillies. Yes, Illybillies, yes. You see, you don't really see hillbillies on the TV, you know. You hear all you can hear about is homeless people, and people running away and say, "Oh, they don't want to live in this place and that." Listen, a city is a place that has large group of people. All right, large group of people going to be there. Conditions is not going to be so perfect. It depends on the location. Every country has a good, bad, and ugly settings. So just don't make it seem like, oh, I moved to this country and things are cheaper and this, I don't have to pay for medical coverage. And yeah, they always talk about these scenario. But once you start living in that system, you get to understand it is not that perfect either. And you still have to be struggling because if the conditions were so good, why people are still struggling in these countries? You think I was born yesterday? Where's all these people who always pray? They pray for this. Let's pray for that. Let's pray. Yes. Is your prayers doing anything better for this world? I'm the only one keep saying it could be worse. I'm the only one keep saying life is not perfect, but life is temporary. How many times have you heard me keep saying today is just like any other day? You live today, you cry tomorrow. How many of you people hear me keep saying, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for yourself. Right? Oh, you should not say this. But yet, You same people gonna come with this back to school ritual. Yeah, back to school is a ritual where many of these parents neglect their schooling and they're trying to live their life through their kids. Have you seen the way all these adults send their kids for school? What is this now? School is a fashion show? Where I come from, the ones who are overdressed for school are usually the dumbest one and the ones who never can graduate with that certificate or degrees because we call them pretty duns. They look good, right? Pretty duns. In school, they need to teach about money, budget. Yeah, they need to teach this thing in school, budget, money. We go to school, we learn all manner of different subjects, but it is not relatable in today's world. This is why you have so many youngsters. They're used to sitting down playing games, but when the time comes to be an adult, they don't know what to do because many a time they sit on their ass and they watch their parents smoke and drink. You know how much videos I've watched seeing youngsters getting high at the age of 10 years old, 9 years old. This is the reason of this concrete jungle. These these youngsters have no creativity. They cannot function. Everybody gonna tell you what Google say, but they cannot give a scenario of solving the problem. Yes. Notice, I would say 7 out of 10 people smoke and drink. Come with 10 people, oh, smoke and drink, yeah. Just smoke and drink, smoke and drink. No, they are addicts. As long as you keep taking one puff to another puff, no, you are an addict. Whether alcohol or smoking, you are an addict. Hey, I didn't make it up. You're the one show me how you live, and you're the one let me reacting on your condition. Tell you, this is what this YouTube was missing. I did not have the energy to do anything, but I find the time to say, let me step up to the place because I don't want when Friday come, let me keep it to the side for now. But history is not taken for granted. It's not taken for granted. If it was taken for granted, people would have changed their life and their mindset today. It is sad to look at history. Yeah, it is sad. No matter where you go, and as soon as these people get some form of help or freedom, they abuse it. How come we have all these government, some place they call it projects, I'm watching a video where people say, there was a time when this community, we used to keep our place so clean. We used to have we used to have competition to see whose home can be the most beautiful home on the block. And I say, yeah, I like stuff like that. People try to keep their house clean. Well, guess what? The worst thing is when you buy a house. All right, what is this thing about people owning a house, but yet they don't want to put in the work to keep the place clean, organized, to uplift the community, to uplift home value, and uplift mindset where neighbors used to interact with neighbors. But since I know myself, neighbors always fight against neighbors. This is what I notice. Worse when they have a piece of property. But let me tell all you millions of people, you don't own the land. The government owns the land. If you do not pay your property tax, the government will take away your house and take away your property. So for me, if you say you own a house, why do you still have to be paying property tax? If you go to the store and buy some chicken, it is your chicken to eat, right? You go and buy yourself a nice BMW. Whose car is it? Your car. If you don't put no insurance or registration, it is still yours because it's their part. But when it comes down to property, you do not own it. So get these brainwashed things out of your head. The day you cannot pay property tax, even if you pay off the mortgage, the day you don't pay your property tax, you don't have, the government owns it. So you get up and don't look at life differently. You get up and listen to everything. You need to get up and observe the world, analyze the world, and say, you know what? We've been brainwashed. As long as you can say you've been brainwashed, that is the start of enlightening your life journey. Question yourself, if we are celebrating independence, independence from who? From what? I thought independence supposed to be, yes, we are free, we're happy. It's supposed to be happiness. But why we are still oppressed? Who is oppressing us? Who is oppressing you? You notice it is a system that is oppressing you. It is a system that's telling you if you don't have money, you cannot survive easily on earth. You notice, even though those people who make trillions of dollars, when they're sick, guess where they go? They go to just like you. The word hospitality. Let's treat you good. Let's treat you to the best of our ability for you to have a good stay in recovering, which is only temporary because doctors cannot save your life because your life is temporary. So, as I told you, get off this brainwash train thinking when the doctor says you, that means you're not going to die. No, you're going to die one day. Everyone's life is going to be ended one day. So no matter how you want it to sound pretty, how we don't use that language around here, you guess what? It's not the language you must be concerned about. It is the usage. It is the message you get. Because no one is going to brainwash me to tell me two wall can produce a child. Wall, yeah, wall, two bricks. Take two bricks and put them together. They cannot produce anything. They can form a joint with other compounds together to make a wall, but they cannot produce no child. Today we have this educational system that is going too far into this world. Imagine, as a youngster, how many youngsters want to have someone teaching about sexual orientation? I remember when I was younger, we didn't want people to even be talking to us like that. In school, it was sex education, but it, we didn't go through anything like that. When you do biology, you get to learn about the human body, but not like these people now. They want to tell you, "Oh, my name is it. My name is a pronoun. No." And then the kids who are watching these programs at a young age, they start telling you, "Man, I'm this, I'm that," because they're watching TV. No better place to influence a kid is through these television kiddies programs. I'm watching some of these kiddies programs, and some of these kiddies programs are so X-rated. And this is why I always call Barney the devil. I love you, you love me. Get this thing. You know, the show I used to watch as a youngster that meant a lot because of integration with no was Sesame Street. Yeah, Sesame Street. Oscar the Grouch, Mr. Snuffleupagus, Big Bird, Ernie and Bert, Elmo, Ham the Count. You know, those puppets were very entertaining as a youngster growing up. Top Cat, yeah, Top Cat, and but for now, Sesame Street was always the key. When I oh 1, 2, 3, yeah, Sesame Street was always the base for a kid to learn the alphabet and learn how to count. Nowadays, those days are not here anymore. As soon as a kid is born, they are bombarded with so much sexual information, and many of these parents are the ones who encourage it because they too lack education. They cannot teach their kids the right. But when they go to school and the kids are behaving badly, teachers should not have to be interacting with dysfunctional kids. But thank those parents, thank those kids, no, thank those teachers who are so caring that they remember when they were a kid. This is the problem. The problem is many of these adults forget about they were a kid. Back to school. Have you noticed how many of these parents, yes, first day of school, they take their kids to school, many of them in their pajamas. You know what I call that? I call it ghetto fabulous. Garbage. Uneducated. You want to get offended too bad. The way all parents behave around your kid have a lot to do with their educational growth. But notice these parents, when they go to first day of school, many of them never graduate from school. But they dress up their kids in the fanciest of dressing and expect the kids to just go to school and behave anyhow. Yes, in today's society, it is not easy to be a teacher. I think being a teacher, teaching kindergarten might be the best choice because you can mold a child at those young age. Have you ever have you ever taken pictures or videos of your kids when they were young going to school? How many? Put up your hand or put $1 on my cash app or put it in the comment. Have you ever looked back at your pictures? I'm talking you adults. You were once a kid. You know, when I go to parents teachers conference and these teachers want to talk about, oh, the kid, this a kid, I guess what? I say, hey, kids are young. Their brain takes time to mature. You too was a child and you too was not smart. Why put pressure on a kid to pass a class when many a time it takes time to develop? Many adults are still in developmental stages. So you can blame the kids, but you adults have to take a lot of blame too. Your actions speak louder than words. When your kids are wrong, stop promoting as if they are right. If they're wrong, they're wrong. Discipline has to be enforced in school. Why, when adults, teachers speaking to youngsters, youngsters are not listening? Why? Why they're not listening? Because at home, they don't listen to their parents. This is why I keep bringing up back in the days when slaves, I'm talking black Americans, okay? I'm black too, okay? I'm black. I'm black. No doubt about it, but I'm talking about black Americans. They need anyone in this country who born in this country. Yeah, the black Americans. All right? They need to go back in the days when they were struggling picking cotton, wanted a place to live, wanted better. See, they were not even intelligence to know that they were so-called free. They didn't know they were free because they would listen to what every person had to say. Barbershop mentality, corner street mentality. Oh yeah, are we free? Boss man said we ain't free, so we ain't free. We ain't free, right? It was always follow the leader. I heard boss man say, don't play around there. If you play, you're gonna get whipping. Imagine back then in those days when black when boss man used to say this. Why? Why is it when somebody mentioned the word boss man? You know what? As a person growing up, don't use that word boss to me, you know. It never worked with me. I don't like to hear that word boss man. Oh my boss, my boss, my no, I don't want to hear it. When you say boss, it's always a Caucasian who is the boss. Yeah, that's the word, boss. Boss man say, pick the cotton, pow. Your name is Toby, pow. Remember I keep telling you these things? Then now these same blacks grow up in different generation. They twisting words that should be derogatory and not to be used by any other group, but they want to use it. And you know what? This is why you people get offended with that word. I did not grow up with that word. So it's not going to phase me. You know, when I came to this country, you know how much of these same blacks, yeah, black American talk shit. But what? You don't want to hear the truth? They never want to wear red, green, and gold. They didn't want. You see, nowadays, you see, most of them want to have this locks. We call them fashion dreads. Because where I come from, there's no fashion about being a rasta or being a dread. Okay? You know what time here people say go back, go on the banana boat and all this bullshit? That is the separation these different groups are causing against each other. And that is why the respect is not there. It should be there because don't they say, no matter where you come from, as long as you are black man, you are African. Now tell me, they say we are African. It seems like we are the only race contemplating about are we really Africans? The song said, no matter where you come from, as long as you're a black man, you are an African. You know how much people I look at, and you could never tell them that they're black. Tell that to the Dominicans, them. You look at the texture of these people here. You look at the facial expression. You look at the beat. Remember, music is a generational thing passed from one generation to another. As long as you beat that drum, you have the black rhythm in you. So don't tell me about everybody don't want to be black, right? I'm not black. Why? Why everybody wants to be white? I'm not black. You know what? The best combination is a black and white mixed together. And it, you know what? That's one thing about black, you know. No matter which race we impregnate a female, the kid looks so beautiful that, oh, it looks so beautiful. Why is it they say the baby looks beautiful? They never say the baby don't look black or white or no. When a baby is born, they always say, "Oh, the baby looks so beautiful." So why, as the baby get older in life, now it's black, white, Spanish, Chinese? Guess what? I get tired of this bullshit, man. This is why I keep saying humans are the ones who cause so much destruction on this earth. And if they went back in history and look at the conditions they were living in, they would have changed their mindset. Just like we have these Muslims come with their bullshit about what Allah, Allah tell them to do. This is why I don't like these religious groups, man. All of them, same bullshit. They read from the same Bible, but they have the hatred. I'm yet to see any one of these so-called religious people acting different in today's society in which you could say, yeah, that person is a religious person and is very uh, has good mannerism and is always willing to help. This is one way to test if a group of people really mean what they say. For all you black people, just look at any one of your so-called Spanish, white, green, yellow friends and say, I want to marry your sister. Remember, oh, because they like to say they have one black friend who they know, who they work with. They always use that word. I have a I have this one black friend. You know what? You know where that's going to lead, right? I don't want to hear these people telling me about their friend. What color is their friend? I don't want to hear about the color of their friend. It is not giving anyone any gate, no, any key to enter the gate without scrutiny. Yeah, as I said, you know what I noticed? It is the male I have a lot of problem with, but the females from different groups, oh man, they're so nice. I mean, until they are brainwashed, because a lot of time they follow the group, but it is the male from each and every one of these group is the problem because of their ego. And you know that two bull cannot stay in the same pen. Right? Right? So a lot of time you people are brainwashed. Don't tell me about you you know this non-black family. Go to Sweden. Nice, tall Swedish female. You know what they like? Yeah, they like the black guy. Yeah. But guess who fight against that? It's gonna be the parent, which is the male. Many a time it's not the female fighting against these things, it is the male. This is why when you have the KKK, who were the ones under that thing? The male hiding themselves from society. These are the same males we have to work amongst with. I told you, I have this spiritual feeling with people. They cannot fool me. They can't fool some, even the same blacks. They can't fool me either. A lot of these blacks are terrible. So don't think I'm going to be taking them for one side only and forget about the other side. No, my conversation is balanced. You remember I keep telling you, you're going to get some of the right and some of the left and some in the middle because people are people. But when people are expressing themselves, let them express themselves and don't get offended. You don't need no demonstration to prove we shall overcome. You don't need that. The only way you can get we shall overcome is to hang those who give the problem. You think I'm going on these we shall overcome someday. Oh, you hit me on my right cheek, I turn my left and let you hit it. No, where I come from, that's war. Until that day, the African continent shall not know peace. See, this is why the African continents will never know peace. Because if they should really unite, which they will never, because of the oppressors, we have newer generation, and Africa doesn't look like Africa to me when I was young. I will say things about Africa, but you're going to tell me to go and live there for what? They got wars going on in, in these different countries. If Africa was without border, why this separation? Is the oppressors who cause this division, putting up visa. Why Africans living on this African continent need a visa to visit the different countries? Are you people needing passport to move from California to Florida to to down South California to Virginia to Delaware to Ohio to Maine to New York to New Jersey to do you need passport or visa? So why these African countries are so much blacks and still they cannot work together because the mindset is rotten and corrupted. I'm asking a question again. Back in the days where there was so much we shall overcome someday, it seemed like they only sing the song for a moment. What have they really overcome? There is still a struggle. My question is, everyone was in the search of a better life? Where did drugs come from? Who manufactured the drugs? Tell me. This is what I want to know. Because blacks have no machinery, they have no buildings to employ. The only thing I saw them doing is picking cotton. They say there was a Black Wall Street, but there was a lot of gangsterism taking place. You remember the Irish and the Italians were the ones doing the illegal stuff? Well, you forget? So why you make it want to make paint the picture as if blacks are the worst thing of this world? Why? Why? Why is it like this? But who manufactures the drugs to be distributed in all these different communities, and little kids are hooked on drugs because their family members were the ones who were using it. Who manufactured these drugs? All right, it's a money making thing. Who influenced these people to take the drugs? These same so called friends of your people. Yes, yes, you people. You people with the sagging of pants, smoking and drinking. Yes, you people. Just try this. Just try that. Take a puff. I want to be like you. Yes, this is all these people influence the ones who are needy, the ones who need comfort. Go around to these places, have the party, or the man, it's boring around here. Let's go and smoke. Wait, wait, wait. I've never got that idea about it's boring around here. Let's go and smoke. What are you getting from smoking? The only thing you do is you take a puff and you thought, what? Oh, you feel high. Describe, describe high for me. See? And then when they're hooked on these illegal substance, even though the same illegal substance is used in the medical industry, the doctor use it in a legal way, and then they distribute it in the illegal manner, in which overdose, too much of one thing is, you know, is not good, and then you get hooked. Your friend disappear. Not me. Have you noticed they're making all these marijuana candy? A person told me she thought it was candy, took it up, eat it, and was sleepy for the whole day. Went to bed, wake up the next morning and say, wow, what happened to me? Yeah, this is what these people do. People, people, people get hooked. But yet, the cigarette tell you smoking this cigarette is hazardous to your health, but they still smoke it because they cannot read and they have no intelligence because they are so brainwashed into watching the commercial in which, yeah, you could smoke a nice cigarette like this and you will get the nicest blonde girl. See how we do it like that, right? And then because you so licky licky, meaning you red eye, meaning you want everything easy, you take the money from your saving box, you go to the store, and then you ask someone to buy a cigarette for you. Because there's no way you go to the shop, a shopkeeper is going to sell you cigarette. You could look at a person and say, yeah, they're not at age. But because of money changes everything, shopkeeper just sell it because they don't want the cursing out. Yo, man, send me the cigarette. I have the money here. Just give me my cigarette. I can't sell it to you because there's a law. F the law, man. You better send me the cigarette or else. Okay, okay, Martel. I'm gonna sell you cigarette. A lot of these stores, you know, I told you I wasn't born yesterday. A lot of stores, no matter, everybody has some illegal agenda taking place. Don't think it is this corner store. It is the same big companies having these illegal activities taking place in the lust for money. And you're going to tell me you didn't know. No, even the Pope, the Pope take a sip of the wine. Say, you know what? Do this in memory of me. How many times have you seen church the pastor sip some wine? Every time the pastor take a sip, you know, he just want more. And then they give out this so-called body of Christ. Yeah. Or biscuit. And these people just, you know, they're so holy when they're going up to take the body of Christ. Piece of I forget what they call it. They go up with the body of Christ, amen, and they take it and they put it onto their lips and they walk away as if they're so holy. And as soon as church is finished and they walk through that door, exiting, and the breeze blow against their face, they reach in their pocket to take a cigarette or or, or a big spliff or a chillum pipe. They were waiting for church to over. And these people go for communion, but they are the ones with the most filthy mouth, most filthy behavior. Yes, you see them on the jobs. So being on the jobs and being in the real world is the same thing. I keep telling people, don't come on the job with your bullshit. You come to work as a slave because you have to work for someone, but after work, you exit the company, you go back to the real world where in the real world, you know who gave you problem on the job? They have to worry when they come back to the real world. That's what I like. You don't threaten people on the job. No, you don't threaten people on the job. We are here to make money. When it's time to go home and you go back through the company's door into the real world, this is when we're gonna have a talk. And this is where it doesn't matter about laws, because laws can only protect you temporarily, right? Of course. When a person dies, is the law protecting that person? So that prove that the law can protect you temporarily until to every action there's a reaction. Keep telling you, this is not the gossip channel. This is the reaction channel. And I have to give you some of what you want to wake you up to reality. Have you noticed people are so worried about YouTube policies that they would turn a blind eye just to profit? Yeah, just to profit. This is why the mayors of that New York City, that place over there, yeah, the New York City over there, the mayors always have a big plan to change the city. But what happened to them? They get caught up in the same hole, looking at the water and say, wow, it looks pretty over there. Let me reach over and touch this water. Splash! All the plan goes out the door. They forget about why they wanted to become a mayor. And then they blame the system to say, yeah, bribe. Bribe, yes. You know the story about the three little pigs, right? Little pig, come on, party. Come on, little pig. I can't come out to play today. Come on, little pig. Let's go party. No one gonna see what we gonna do. Oh, come on, little pig. You know, the little pigs is so terrified because the little pigs don't want to get caught up in the system. But but the wolf is drooling. Come on, little pig. You know we're gonna have a good time. Nobody gonna see what we're gonna sign. We're gonna sign everything in law. Once we turn it in law, we control. Oh yeah, they have a plan, but they forget there was a bigger plan watching over them. You know the bigger plan is down over there, the feds. You know when the feds come in, you never hear the you never hear nobody else to be crying. The feds just knock on your door and say, "Come on." Yes, the feds never lose a case. It has to be 99 point. It, it has to be, listen, the feds never lose easily. The feds will let you get away. but they use psychology onto you. Did you realize Gravana came out? Sammy Gravana say, they want me to kill the Tapa Don. Why they want me to do it, Why they never let that one do it? Sometimes you sacrifice your life for your friends and your family, but when you encounter a situation, you realize your friends and your family or your associate, they never really care about you. Why you keep hearing me say, I don't keep friends? Everyone is an associate for me. It's always, what have you done for me lately? That's how they want to put it. What have you done for me lately? I say, oh yeah, you want me to be there for you every time, but you can't be there for me? Okay. So don't tell me about friends. Don't tell me about associate. Don't tell me about brotherhood. Don't tell me about these things. I told you I wasn't born yesterday. It's the way or you walk the walk. If you want to get involved, you get involved. Anybody could get involved. But can you survive? Yeah, that is the problem in life. We all are trying to survive. In the end, was it worth it? You go to school for good education, they say, right? They say do everything to get a good education. You try to get a good job. Where is the good job? What do you call a good job? What salary is a good job? What benefit is a good job? Huh? And when you put in 30 to 40 to 50 and you love this job so much, in the end, you notice many die after working for all those long years. They never concentrate on themselves. They're so concerned about the company. They have to do this for the company, but they never concentrate on themselves. But let me tell you, all of you, the day of reckoning is there. Worst when you people talk about, I'm going in retirement, I'm going to travel the world. Imagine you wait until you get older in life. You can't even walk properly. Your blood pressure is so much. You're walking with a walking stick. That's when you now want to travel the world, when you're making less money. Huh? Huh? What entertainment are you going to get from being retired? Remember, being retired is collecting social security. Not many people can say they stop work. You know, one of the greatest word, one of the greatest word is you telling people I stop work. They say, how you mean you stop work? I reach a level where I don't have to work no more. I pay my dues. but the dues wasn't worth it. I can't blame the people who get up every day and say, let the government take care of them, because that's what the government wants to do. Why are you going to fight a system that is encouraging people stay home as long as you have income that does not exceed our requirement? We'll take care of you. We give you everything you want. The only thing we ask of you is not to work. And yet we have a fraction of people, they go to work. But in the end, is it worth it? Looking back at all the tribulation you've been through with co-workers and system, yeah, the system is at fault, but you still try to navigate the system. Was it worth it? In my book, it's not worth it. You might be glued to your YouTube making money, but there can become a time when YouTube will seize. What did you do with that money you were making from YouTube? Did you put it in an investment? Did you put it in an ETF? Did you put it in a commercial property? Yes, commercial property. You could rent the property. But remember, even if you buy the property, you don't own it. If you don't pay your property tax, the government will take it from you. So when you see the feds make all these big arrests, and the feds always say, okay, we arrested 6 people and we found $100 million. And you say to yourself, how can these guys and girls, but mostly, yeah, guys, how can they put in so much work and they let the feds take that $100 million? How come they were not smart enough to put that money to some better usage than just leaving it on the table like that? Yeah, why? Why the cops, why the feds always get these so-called smart guys? They say they're smart, but they're not intelligent. John Gotti was smart, but he wasn't intelligent. He was a dapper Dan. If he was intelligent, he wouldn't be in a prison. They make so much money, but they don't make money-wise decisions. The, the purpose of life, in a sense of living today, to earn some money to pay for your bills. So why can't people be satisfied with the money? No, they need a whole bag of crowd behind them, and they need a bunch of people walking around with them, a bunch of yes man. Yes, okay, yes, yes, okay, I do that. Yes, yes, do this for me. Yes. Why? Why would I want to get up every day with a bunch of guys around me? Huh? These are the same guys planning your downfall. You can't trust none of them. You want me? Oh God! You want me to teach you guys how to live? You guys flying here a plane and going here and there, what you guys call life. That's not life to me. I don't need to live that type of life. I listened to that one Sunday talking about the amount of money he has. Yes, but these blacks like to brag too much about how much money they have. Put the money to work. Employ your type of people if you want to better their life. As long as any one of these guys telling you people to join my group for money per month, $10 a month, $50 a month, $80 a month, they're going to show you how to make money. But at the same time, that is their side hustle. I keep saying it 6 million times. It is their side hustle. If somebody is willing to show people how to make money, there should never be a charge because you telling me you have the key. You telling me, hey, you don't need money. You know to make money. You have the money. So why can't you give it, give the knowledge to others to fish? That's the difference between me and these people. The amount of people I show how to do things, it's difficult for me to charge a person. This is why I always say I would have to be the guy doing the dirty work because I don't want to be doing too much talking, trying to trying to influence someone to buy my product. Now, okay, what time is it? So good to come back on YouTube for uh, this short break. But sometimes you need to take a break from a break from let me look at please. Okay. Well, told your people already. Tesla will make that bounce. Let's go to a chart. Guild. TSLA. I think I should bring on some XRP and XLM and Bitcoin tomorrow morning, right? But the thing about it, the thing about it, crypto crypto chart is the same thing. Oh yes, you know what? I just remember I was supposed to tell people this in the beginning when I started at 3:45. The reason why, as I told you, I was trading, and as soon as I made my $186 in 6 minutes, I had problem with the internet. Now, luckily, my profit stop got hit. Bing! And then I said, yeah, I made some money. That is when I had my internet problem with the connection. So when I speak to this internet service provider, I look at them and say, you know what? This is one reason I do not have three in one deal: internet, cable, and what's the next one? Internet, cable, and phone. I don't have three in one deal. I don't want it. Keep your phones separate, people. If you have extra line, use it. If you have like extra phone, use it while trading. The purpose of a phone is not really for trading. The purpose of having a phone is to use for emergency whenever the internet service provider has been disconnected to your location. I look at these people and I told them, what if I was trading and I was getting ready to close the account by pressing sell? I wouldn't be able to press sell. That could have caused me to lose my profit. Who's going to give me my loss? Who's going to return my loss? This is why I look at them and say, yeah. And then I also said to myself, see, this is one reason whenever you're trading, you have to take accountability for your action because you were always taught that or told to have a trailing stop or a stop loss to help you while you're profiting in the opposite direction. A trailing stop would be good while you cannot get access to your internet provider. Your trade is going on. You are panicking and saying, oh gosh, I can't get access to my Think or Swim. Let me use my secondary phone. Bing, 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 bing. Thank God my second phone saved me. This is one reason many people commit suicide. This is one reason for all you people using margin. I told you, your day will come. If you don't trade the right way, you're going to be ushered into some money in which you didn't want to do. Set a stop loss. Oh. I think, what time is it? I think I, I think I should go to 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. You know what? 7 o'clock would be good for me. I'm gonna see how much watch time I put in. How much? How much? One. Yeah. Well, 3:45, 6:45. No, 3, 4, 5, 2 hours. Yes. You know that I normally put in 6 or 10 hours when I'm online, but in this case, 2 hours, 3:45, 4, 5, 6. No, 3 hours. 3 hours. 3:45, 4:45, 5:45, 6:45. Yeah, 3 hours. like how my um, graph. Okay. If I could just get my upload speed a little more, you know what? Let's let me take a speed test. Look, I'm I'm going to show you how I do a speed test. All right. Look, see, start. I'm going to let you see my upload and my download. This is the download speed. Please, this, all right. This is the download speed. Okay. This is the upload. This is this is 300 300 millibit per second. Okay, see 19. So 19 is good enough for me. Last week when I had the problem, it was giving me like zero point 0.5 or 3 millibits per second. But you go again, rerun. This is how you do it. Just to make sure the money you are paying for your internet provider, they're giving you the correct speed. All right, 18. With this number to 19 is gonna come right here. This is why you are viewing my videos. Okay, not perfect. If I want to up my bit rate, I could do it, but I don't want to pixelate the videos. Keep saying sometimes you have to do the best thing. Oh, oh. Let me see. Oh, you like it now? Time is it? Okay. I just like that song. I need to find another song. Open your eyes. channel. Give the people what they want. Let the people enjoy. Ah, da, da. I could listen to this song for 365 days of the year. If only people could be like this song. Nice. Mm, mm, mm. Anyhow, thank everyone for listening. Do the best you can do. Always remember it could be worse, but you are trying to do the best. Thank you for passing by this channel. You could have been anywhere else, but you choose to pass here. That shows me you were curious to see what's on the other side. It's always good to open your mind, absorb different information. You might not agree with it, but it is a learning process for everyone. Keep learning. The more you learn, challenge your brain to understand the message. Learning process. See, think of swim at this era right here. The learning center. This is how you do everything right here. See? Mm, mm. Ah, let's do a scan. This is this is a scan up. All right. MO means momentum. Whenever you see something like this, that means there's a unusual volume. In this case, preferably bullish. See over here, bullish. See, volume spike. Uh, uh. Over here, the same thing. Let me look at the trades. Let me go right here. Take a futures trade. I don't need futures trade. Let's look at these trades right here. Two different trades. Um, Over here, take it down. Take a look at over here. Donald Trump sends nuclear agreement with Saudi Arabia. You click it. You click it. Comes right here. It's right here. And then you could play it right here.
Quick breaking news out of D.C. President
News.
nuclear agreement with Saudi Arabia to Congress for review. According to the Wall Street Journal, the deal includes a
Fast money. Here we go. I like money. And always remember, you have to be connected up here. You have to be. Oh, I just remember, you cannot see above. You cannot see above here. Right here, see right here, right here. You cannot see because my widget is scrolling. See? Oh. Okay, this is also showing you 25. Let me see something. Earning. All right. So if you want to check for dividend, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Have you noticed? What is today is Tuesday, right? Today is Tuesday. We have 16. We have 16 stocks. This is the amount. This is the symbol. This is the dividend amount. CDW is paying 63 cents. 63 cents. The dividend was announced August the 5th. Ex-dividend means the last day in which, let me see. Usually, whenever I see ex-dividend date, it's telling you to make sure you buy the stock before that date, because it will be recorded. And see right here, it is payable September the 10th. One way you can double check CDW. You come right here, trade products, and you type in the box CDW. All right, it's going for a price of $142. Now I'm closing this out. I'm going to show you. See right here. Same information, showing you the dividend. 63 cents is paid every quarter, which is 3 months. As I told you, if you want to change this 63 into $63, you would multiply by 2. Or what I like to do, there's no multiplication. Just move the dot 1, 2 places to the right. Will give you $63. And then right here, seeing that the price is $142, 0.09 cent, you move the decimal point 12. So you would need $14,209 to buy 100 shares. All right. Okay. Um, and where was I again? Where was I? Uh, where was I? Where was I? Tools? Where was I? Um, where was I? Oh, yeah, right here. Tuesday. So, so these are the different stocks paying dividends. See the dividends right here? 63 cent, 57 cent, 20 cent, 31 cent, 12 cent. All right. Tomorrow is what, Wednesday? Okay. We got the stocks. Oh wow. SPGI 97 cent. Let me say SPGI. Let's go. All right. Um, you know, you know what you could do. All right. We was market watch calendar. I'm going to show you something. This is number one. Okay. Market watch. So what you could do, you could change this right here to red, and what happened? Wait. What happened? What happened? What did I do? Oh, okay, wait. What is today? The 25th? What happened here? No event. Oh, you know what? I do not know what happened. Anyhow, I have no idea what I did. Because usually click that. Open your eyes. You know what? What I'm gonna do right now, I need some rest. I need some rest for to. This is all right. So remember, you're gonna make a notation of these volume, volume, volume profile for each day. All right. Now tomorrow, let's when it reaches 1 a.m., you will see the volume profile appear over here. It will show you the point of control, which is where the buying and selling was taking place. Let's go to all right. So as you can see, there's dotted line right there. See that dotted line? So 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock a.m. you will see where this yeah. You see this right here? This is the volume profile. At this moment, I don't know where it will end up, whether up here or here. This point of control. That point of control will give you an idea starting at 9:30 where to start to buy a call or buy a put. And as I told you before, no matter where, no matter if the market is up here or down here, it will pass this point of control, which is at 765. See, the stock will pass. Also, these two lines right here, 1, 2, upper range, lower range. That is the zone. Here, put it like this. Gives you a better view. So this is one area in which you can trade, or if you want to watch it, to go outside, you could. Remember, not every trade is a trade. Always consult your stochastic, in my case, the MACD, and look at the volume. But I need to take a break. Let me go to this layout, and I will not be using this. This is for when I'm really making a trade. But I like to look at different layout. This is the option section. Up here is the time of sale. No. Up here is the what do you call it? Level 2. This is time of sale. Right here, this is the option code. Down here is where I buy and sell. And this is my chart. 5 minutes chart. So I close this to give myself enough room. All right. And then active trader. Over here is also another spot to buy and sell. I do have a template. See right here, $3 profit, $100 loss. So this would be a 3-to-1 ratio. It's right here, see? I changed it. I changed it. You know what I should have done? I should have really changed this to 5% loss. With this template, the only thing I need to do, look right here. You're going to see how the numbers change. Look, the quantity. Look at the quantity now. See? So even if this ratio is telling me I'm looking to lose minus 5%, I'm looking to gain plus 3. Usually I'm buying options, and then the quantity will be multiplied by the original X. So if I make $100 profit, according to what it shows me, it will be 5 times. But I do not have to multiply anything. The only thing I would need to do is look right here. Right here will show me negative or positive. All right, look at this time now. If I buy the premium at $12, right? This is a plus 3. So what I would do, 12 plus 3 is 15. And then I would come all the way up here, 15, 0. After I buy, I would put my it will do it for me automatically. It will put a 1 cancel 1, right? Oh, let me see. Oh, what? OCO 1 cancel 1. So once I press buy, it will automatically go to 1500. Once you go to 1500, that would be right here, and then it will show me how much I will be expected to make if it goes to 15, right? And from here to 50 would give me a profit if the stock goes in that direction. If I did purchase a car, so I don't need to fool around with anything. Oh, also, I would need to put auto send on. I took it off because auto send is for traders who are knowledgeable of what they're doing. Look, if I put buy, a box gonna jump up. Look. Okay. Oh. The reason why there was an error, there's no quantity. So I go like that. I put one quantity and I press buy at 200. See, I told you this box up here, it will give you information. Wow. How much is How much is this? 1200. Wow. See, if I if I put up $1,200, I would look to make $75,000 profit if I continue with the trade. But I need it here. This is one reason it is good to know how much money you have in your account before you are trading. But just imagine $1,200 and I profit and make $75,000. You know that will be greater for me. A lot of people never in their lifetime live to work 1 year's salary earning $75,000. For all you people who earn more than $75,000 salary yearly, put it in my comment. All right, put put that yes salary or no salary. That's it. But anyhow, this is it for now. I have to let you know who is also controlling this live stream. That's the end of it. Like, share, subscribe, pay some money to my Cash App, and enjoy your day because happiness is always a goal. With that, see ya, and I'm gone.